Look, are you one of those people that have been watching Hoonigan Project Garage asking us about all the parts we've been taking off cars? Well, guess what? You're in luck because we've got another Hoonigan Digital Swap Meet coming up on our eBay Motors page. Here's the deal. July 15th through 24th, we're going to be auctioning off all sorts of parts, memorabilia, whatever it may be, so we can dump more money into the builds that we're doing here. For you guys. Here's some of the items you'll find for sale. Ford Godzilla oil pump assembly. And one of these. 6 of those. Maybe not 6. Even a car from Scotto that he doesn't know we're selling. So click the link below to head on over to the Hoonigan eBay Motors page and see all the stuff that we've got up for grabs. Oh yeah, buddy! It is a beautiful morning here in Keterman.
That's in Australia.
Welcome back, This First That, brought to you by our friends.
Energy drink.
That's right.
Crazy cars, crazier people, crazier swaps. Let's go check them out. Back at it again with another Cootamundra takeover, and we got our good man
Dawzey from Sydney.
And what did you bring?
1990 Honda Civic EG, but SR converted rear-wheel drive.
Hold on, what? This guy is killing me.
Yeah, SR20 converted, all Nissan running gear. So we're talking brakes, suspension, cradles, engine, gearbox, everything out of a 200SX, I think you guys call them.
Pop the hood first.
Yeah, why not? Let's have a look.
S15 engine?
S15 engine with a VVL head.
Did you customize the breeze intake on here?
Yeah, of course. We got my boy pinstriped that, so a little bit of paint on the car.
Now,
doesn't look good from the outside. But
I got you right here, my man.
Thank you.
God damn, that's a fresh ass engine bay. So for people that don't know, is there a difference between the Breeze and the Civic?
No, so the Breeze in Australia was sort of the budget model, right? Manual windows, no aircon.
Okay.
It's a little bit lightweight, but none of the mod cons like these Civics had.
I noticed you got a lot of 240 looking parts in here. You want to explain that to us?
Yeah, that's right. So we bought a Crash 240, and so we use that as a parts car. What you see here is all this is Nissan metal. So we grafted the geometry, suspension, everything into the Civic body, meaning we can buy like coilovers, arms, everything for a 240, and it just bolts straight in.
Nice. So with this, even your subframe is a 240?
Correct. Yeah. Subframe, cradle, suspension, pickups, everything is all Nissan. Yeah,
I noticed it fits in like a stock location. Was that on purpose, or you kind of just eyeballed it and put it in?
Yeah,
there?
no, we wanted to keep the weight of the engine particularly to the Nissan, so we moved the firewall slightly and kept everything back where it would sit across the front axle. We didn't want it to be too heavy in the front, right? So it handles really well. You'll actually find it's a little bit longer than the Civic. The Civic is a little bit longer than the Nissan. We had to extend our drive shaft like 1.5 inches.
Really?
Yeah, so longer than the S chassis.
This is crazy. Like, you literally just glued an S chassis and an EG together.
Right.
So as far as wheel tires and suspension go, are these ITR Integra wheels?
Yeah, DC to Integra, but they're 15-inch. So we had to do a bit of spacing and a brake degrade to get that 15 on the S chassis hub. But 5x114, 15-inch, 15x6, I think, on the front, and then we put a big baggy tire on the back. So yeah, everything like you treat a 240, we can do to this.
Nice coilovers?
Yeah, BC coils on a pretty soft spring, like six in the front, 2 in the back. Really light car, sort of 300 kilos, 500 pounds lighter than the S chassis.
Then what brakes? Oh, you've got Nissan brakes on here.
That's right, that's
wow.
right. So factory 240 brakes,
okay.
With some decent pads, braided lines, that kind of jazz.
Now, before I stop you anytime sooner, can I check out the inside of
Let's
your
have a look,
automobile?
man, for sure, yeah.
So we're inside your car right now. I'm noticing IC7 dash.
That's right. Yeah.
Pretty standard. So what, I'm guessing you're running Haltech as well?
Yeah, 1500 Elite Haltech, IC7 dash, pretty basic setup. You know, they're Australian made, so support's really good here. So we stuck with that. As far as the interior goes, DC2R Type R interior, front and rear. They don't take a lot. These actually bolt straight in, which is nice. And the back seat needs a minor adjustment to get in. Other than that, mate, it's built for show.
And then as far as your transmission tunnel, did you have to knock it up or anything to get and what trans are you using?
Yeah, it's a good question. So the Civic actually has a tunnel from factory for the exhaust. So we widened and extended the tunnel to fit the box. We originally started with manuals. I blew a few of them up. So we went to an auto, which is actually out of an automatic 240 originally. So we beefed that up, put a B&M ratchet shifter in it, ready to go.
Before we get going, anything in the trunk that you want to show us?
There's not a lot in there, man. Battery and fuel tank. Happy to show you through it.
Yes, sounds like you're lying. Open your trunk.
We might have to do that again.
Is this a mustache?
Yeah, a little in disguise, a little breeze in disguise.
What the is that?
We actually put that on the day we built it, maybe 7 years ago, and it's the only thing that stayed on the car.
Nice.
Everything else falls off.
I'm gonna need you to,
Yeah,
there
yeah.
you go, there you go. And then this, oh, stock cover. Oh wow, just a battery. And what the hell is this flux capacitor you got back
Yeah,
here?
exactly right, flux capacitors. It worked! Pretty basic 2 litre setup, twin 450 pumps into it with a Carter lift pump out of the, we got a big tank underneath, about 55 litres, so good for street driving.
E85?
Ethanol, yeah, E85 out of the pump.
So with E85, how much power you make around?
Look, around with 15 pounds, it makes 450 horsepower. We can turn that thing up to 30 pounds at about 600 horsepower. But in a car that's this light, the idea is to get it to the ground, right? So car only weighs 1,100, 1,200 kilos. So what's that, 2,500 pounds, 2,400 pounds, something like that.
Well, shoot, we've looked at your car. Do you want to check out your competition?
Let's go, let's have a look at it.
Let's go.
And something we are not used to seeing in the United States, whatever this is. Who are you? What'd you bring?
G'day, my name is Jason FERRON from Keep It Root. I'm situated in Victoria, Australia, obviously. Do you know what you're looking at?
It looks like a Pontiac or an Oldsmobile or something, but I have no idea.
Yeah, so it's a Holden VL Commodore is like the well-known
So
sort of
Commodore
the chassis.
is the model, and then VL is like saying S13 or S14.
Yeah,
it's
pretty
like
much.
The chassis code, right?
And this is like the luxury model, so it's the Calais edition.
Ooh.
Right? That's hot.
They come factory turbo, rear-wheel drive.
Yes.
And you said this was your first car?
I had the same model, a white
okay.
VL Calais first car. As you do with your first car, may have ended up into a tree.
What's horsepower and best ET?
Horsepower, 600 horsepower, runs 31 PSI, and last time I was on 26 PSI, it did a 10.2 down the quarter.
Okay,
So
well, let's pop the hood and check this out. All right.
RB30.
Single cam RB30.
Single cam, so yeah, the Nissan engine, and that's what it comes factory. So it was a bit of a deal with Holden, where their motor didn't meet emissions at the time. So they're like, what can we steal off someone? And basically they got some sort of a contract with Nissan to be able to bring these out. And with the factory turbo, which I think the Nissan couldn't do. I reckon there was like a little fine print in there where they're like, you can't bring out the turbo model.
So this came NA or this came with a turbo?
So this chassis came NA, but these do come turbo.
Stock engine?
We've thrown forged internals in this one, but yeah, pretty basic stuff.
What turbo you got?
It's a Garrett. I think it started its life as like a GT30 or 3582 or something, and it's replaced the rear housing and internals with GDX stuff. So
okay.
like the sort of the biggest internals I think you can go.
So you have something here that I'm gonna ask about, because what ECU are you on? Because you have a MSD 6AL box, which I haven't seen one of these outside of a Fox body Mustang since like 2001. So what is this? What are you running in this
When
thing?
I got this car, it was originally from another state and it was being built quite a while ago. So a lot of like the internals and everything else, it's all like old technology. And the best ECU you could get at the time was an old Autronic.
Oh wow.
So it's like you got to use like the old MS-DOS programs to like make it run, but that little box is just basically like a power up.
Yeah.
So it gives it a bit more juice. Pretty much stock body. There's not much you can do. There's not like a JDM car where you can slap body kits and stuff on these things. It's always best to keep them clean and basic. So we just got some wheels, the World Racing USA.
Ooh.
So you got 17s up front, the front runners, and a 15x8 on the rear.
Yeah, what size tire are you running back here?
So on the rear, I think the biggest you can normally fit is a 255, but you got to have it like ugly heights.
Super high, yeah.
Or you get a bit of scrubbage. I still get a bit of scrubbage anyway, but yeah, shortened diff to 235 under there.
Oh wow, and this looks great. I love, this is really nice.
That shows that it's been used.
Got a stock interior.
Yeah, full stock. And you can
interior.
tell it was an 80s to 90s car.
It smells like the same 80s and 90s car from America. It has the exact same scent.
And that's the best thing about it, and that's why you don't change it up too much. All factory trim. It's a quite sought after like interior on these cars.
The blue?
It's got the funny, it's like called a 25i or something blue.
It's really cool, and
Trim.
it's super clean.
Yeah, nice like, felt.
This is what old pussy used to look like in the 70s.
What transmission do you run in this? Stock?
It is the stock turbo transmission, just been built to the same deal. Those guys that built the motor ages ago also built the box. I don't know too much about it, apart from on the receipt it said built and manualized. So
That shifter gate is so sick. It's so period correct, man.
she's got a nice secret button there, little launch control.
All right, well, let's see what it does.
Let's do it.
I'm gonna show you how the professional gets this done, Diego. You see, you got an RB30 Osmo build and an S15-swapped EG hatch. And yellow being one of my favorite colors, the RB being one of my favorite engines. I'm going RB30 Osmo build.
I don't know what the fuck that thing is, a VL. Because he's got a bucket head. Bro gets down. He's here to party.
Look, I love Dawzey's Civic. It is awesome. However, RB baby, VL. Sorry, Dawzey.
No idea. Pass.
Dang!
That's the most important part. That's like VL dose life. It's dose daddy right there.
What the hell is even that?
That Civic launch was so whack. You know what that reminded me of?
What?
Remember when Hurt had to do the warm-up burnout in his GS?
Oh,
And we
yeah.
had to like make it do the slow burnout to get started.
They both need trans brakes. That's their problem.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
They're both auto. They're both
do a roll race then, because that was lame.
Come on, these people want to see a show, and I don't want to be embarrassed.
We just gonna call an audible and make them do a roll? I think that's what we do. Yeah.
do it.
Let's do that.
All right, I gotta ask you a question.
Sure.
What was your little cute technique of doing like a half-mile-an-hour burnout before you
I'm
left?
trying to get it up on the store converter. So we got some problems down low. It's really slow off the line. So
Oh.
I get some kind of wheel speed in it. So that's on the handbrake and the
Sure,
foot
should we
brake.
do a roll race?
Yeah, I'd love to.
Yeah. I think
that's
we
the
all
game.
want to see it.
Yeah, yeah.
What you guys gotta do is go back to wherever the fuck you wanna start.
Yeah.
When he just gives you the thumbs up, then you guys just start rolling and then you just go at the cone.
I'll hit the cone.
Nice.
Right.
What? No, not
Round 2.
No, it didn't. Got walked away
They
from.
got walked.
Damn.
That car's fast.
Yeah, it is.
I said about 7 cars.
7. I think we should at least do another race and just give the Honda a couple cars. At least we just need to make something out of this.
Something.
Or give him a rolling start.
Yeah,
Rolling start.
Yeah.
Start from a dig.
yeah. I mean,
Let's see what they want to do.
Okay, cool. We gotta figure a little something out here.
Got too much for me, man.
Yeah, you gotta negotiate a race because
yeah.
right now got 7 cars on you.
Yeah, he's got.
So-
I'll take 8 cars then. Good race, man. But you pounced me. You pounced
You're gonna have to go low boost.
Okay. All right. There's a negotiation.
Here's what we're thinking. You sit and start, you get a rolling start.
And here's what it'd be. Do you have a speedometer?
Yeah.
You do?
Yeah.
What speed do you have to go to be relatively in boost?
50-ish is kind of good. 50.
Okay, no. So-
Kilometers, not miles.
Oh.
Kilometers. 25 miles.
So if you did like 30 kilometers
Yeah.
and then he hand dropped you from a dig, that could work.
Man, I'll pull out, but he'll come. Let's go. I'm happy with that if you want.
Wow.
oh my God. You're supposed to never pull out, boy.
This episode's gonna have to go on Pornhub, I guess. Anyway, is that what we want to do? You're going to do a roll and then Gary will hand drop him?
I thought it would be more even. I'm upset. Are you lying about your figures?
No, I think you might be. I heard you ran a 9 recently. I think you might be lying about your figures.
All right, pull them out.
All right, let's do it.
Now don't bite down.
Oh, man.
That was the one, baby.
That might have worked out really well.
That's way better.
L1 by a car.
Wow.
Yeah, wow.
We still took him.
Damn.
Me, baby.
Damn. Well,
Obbies.
I think
Burnouts.
victory burnouts are in order.
Thank you, Jesus.
He hit him with the 4. I'm sorry, Jenny. That's my first time ever.
It's a bro down?
Good old fashioned throwdown. Oh, dude, those are so fast.